I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner DeeAs, where great chefs share their ideas for what to make for dinner. Today, a festive food celebration for Kwanzaa as we make herb roasted Cornish hen, southern black-eyed peas, and spicy collard greens. Joining me to get us ready for Kwanzaa is Kiva Williams. She blogs as the Fun Foodie Mama and writes all about things that are food, family, and fun. That trifecta across all of Tampa Bay. Kiva, come on now. Welcome to the Dinner DeeAs kitchen.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing today, because for anyone who doesn't celebrate Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa is the annual celebration of African American culture, right?
Yes, yes.
And it runs from January 26th through December 26th through January 1st, right?
Yes. So right after Christmas, you can celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa. So that's what our family does. So right after Christmas, there's Kwanzaa. December 26th through January 1st. On the last day, there's a feast. And so I'm sharing today some foods that I typically cook on that day.
Now, is there a special name for that feast? What is that?
Karamu. It's a Swahili word.
Okay.
And it means feast. So
feast.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we're going to be having the feast.
Yes.
But we got to start with something that's going to be a centerpiece at the feast.
Yeah. So one of the things is Cornish hens.
Okay.
So whenever I was younger, my mom pulled out Cornish hens for a special occasion. So, you do as your parents did.
Totally.
When you're an adult now. So Cornish hens are kind of like the thing to do for special occasions, Christmas, Thanksgiving, maybe you don't want turkey, but you want a little Cornish hen, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so today I'm going to do a citrus marinade.
Very cool.
I'm going to put some, lemon pepper, some onion powder, all the, traditional seasonings.
Okay.
Marinate it for 30 minutes or more, depending on, how much time you have.
Let's go ahead and start it then.
Yeah, so I have my citrus glaze here, and this is something I picked up from one of the local vendors at the pier.
Okay.
So sometimes on the weekends I go to the pier.
Nice.
There's lots of local businesses and I try to support. So
absolutely.
This is a citrus glaze here. Gonna smother that on there.
And what type of flavors are inside that citrus glaze?
So this is actually lemon and mango.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I have my onion powder, my garlic powder, paprika, things that you have in your pantry.
Sure.
Because I'm a mom of 3, so I'm always busy. So whatever I have, I use.
You gotta use. How old are the kids?
10, 15, and 5.
Okay.
So I gotta.
So you had increments of 5 every step of the way.
Yes.
You're like 5, 10, 15. All right, cool. So
yeah,
we up for another one soon then at that point? Like,
no, I'm done.
Okay, all right, we're done. All right.
Right. So when you have your seasoning, your marinade, you're gonna make sure that you coat both sides.
Yep.
Because who wants a one-sided chicken, right?
No, you can't. You have to have it all.
Yeah.
You have to have a consistent bite there for.
And I love incorporating my kids because this is something they can do. They can help me out with.
Absolutely.
Smothering the seasonings on. And I also want them to have a good relationship with food, so learning different things and seeing how I'm doing in the kitchen.
And plus, it's a great opportunity to bring, the kids into culture and heritage, and to be able to have that celebration, because these are the traditions they get passed down for that next generation to be able to continue with.
And that's what my mom did with me.
Your mom did it to you. Yeah. Now it's up for, you to do it with your kids.
So I can't forget my garlic, and I use, you can use fresh garlic or you can use mince, whatever you have. Like I said, being a busy mom, you try to just use what you have, the staples in your pantry.
Absolutely.
So we're just gonna make sure we coat both sides, even get some inside.
Okay.
Take our little saran wrap. I'm gonna take my gloves off.
Sure.
After handling, bird.
Oh, you have to. I mean, it's the only right way to do it.
Exactly. So we're gonna cover this.
Okay.
Put it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes, but longer if you want a more robust taste.
Fantastic. For Kiva's Kwanzaa recipes, head over to dinnerdeeas.com. Just grab your phone, open up the camera app, and scan the QR code to find your way right there. Okay.
All right.
So that's just going to sit in the fridge for a little bit.
Yes.
This is something that a friend of mine, she and her father used to do for New Year's as a tradition. And so I've been introduced to the black-eyed peas.
So it's like a Southern tradition.
It is.
I was born in Tennessee.
Okay.
Raised in Georgia, and I live in Florida. So I'm a Southern girl.
You got the whole thing right there.
Yeah, it's black-eyed peas are a staple. And traditionally, you can use ham hocks, you can use turkey necks, which I'm doing. Something, because this can actually be a one-pot meal.
Now you've soaked these black-eyed peas overnight, so they're ready, they're tender.
Yes.
What's next?
So we're gonna add some minced garlic.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you do that for me.
Sure.
That should be smelling good for 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Stir it around a little bit. Then we have the diced onions and the red pepper.
Okay.
I love adding peppers with vibrant colors because it helps, you see with your eyes first. So you eat with your eyes. So, gotta have that vibrant color sticking out.
For sure.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna add my smoked turkey neck.
Smoked turkey neck. Now, where do you get that? What's going on there for it? Did you smoke that before you did this?
I didn't, but I went to my local grocery store.
Okay.
You can go to a butcher, or they're pretty common. So your local grocery store.
Okay.
They have ham hocks, smoked turkeys. It just adds a nice, robust smoked flavor. So
expensive?
It's not cheap, but it's mid.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna let that cook for a little bit, stir it around, get some nice aromatics going, right? Mm-hmm. And then now we're gonna add our soaked black-eyed peas.
Love it. Now, how much will this serve?
This serves a lot. So
this serves a lot?
Yeah, this is one dry package, so it can feed your whole family. I have a family of 5, and we can feast on that for days.
Okay. Now, you're just trying to bring this, just to kind of cook just a little bit of it? How does this work?
Yeah, I'm just trying to saute the onions and peppers.
Okay.
Get a nice little coating on the peas from the oil.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add our liquid because we want to bring this to a boil.
Okay.
So we have 1 carton of vegetable stock.
Okay.
And you can use chicken, but I just prefer vegetable because that's what I usually buy because again, my husband's vegetarian, so I keep certain things, in the house.
Okay.
And then we have our 32 ounces of water because we want to cover the peas and then we want to bring it to a boil.
Very nice. Let's bring this
up
up to a 9 now. Let's go all the way up. Let's bring the heat there. How about that?
Let's do it. And so while that's getting to a boil, we're going to add our spices.
Okay.
So I have some salt, pepper, of course. I have some cumin, some chili powder, some paprika.
Very nice.
Yeah. So just combine that in.
I'm going to give you a quick little stir for it too. Bring that all together nicely.
And I don't usually tell people my secret ingredient, but I'm going to today.
No, but can I? Ooh, nice. Yeah. I love secrets. So, you're in the secret. Folks, don't tell anybody, okay? It's our secret. Okay?
So here it is.
What is it?
The vegetable bouillon.
Come on now.
It's a paste, but it adds a nice little flavor. So
there's a nice little bit of depth,
guys.
Some richness behind it, and all that beautiful concentrated piece. Through there. Plus, that's going to bring a nice little bit of the sodium behind it too.
Exactly.
So very nice. Okay.
So we're going to bring that to a boil. We're going to cover it. And then we're going to turn it down to medium because we don't want to
Okay, so bring it up to the boil first, then drop it down. So that's just going to be
covered. And then we're going to just wait, every 15 minutes I kind of stir it.
Sounds good to me because when we come back, we get our marinated hen into the oven, and Kiva shares her collard greens recipe that passed the ultimate test, impressing none other than Mama Dearest. That's ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, solving your daily dilemma of what's for dinner with delicious ideas daily. With me today is Kiva Williams. She blogs as the Fun Foodie Mama and is sharing her recipes for Kwanzaa, which starts December 26th and builds to a feast on the final night of January 1st. Before the break, we made her southern black-eyed peas with onion, pepper, garlic, and a smoked turkey neck, plus spices and seasonings, of course. And then we marinated our Cornish hen, which we're gonna get into the oven. All right, what do we have to do with this?
So now we're gonna add our peppers and onions. I like making a little bed for the Cornish hen, you know? So I'm gonna add that to the bottom of the pan. And you can use whatever color you like. Again, I love color, so I used yellow. Got our nice onions, and our marinated hen goes right on top. We're gonna cover it, have our oven ready on 375 and cook for an hour and a half.
Perfect, all right.
Can you open the oven for me? Alrighty.
Very good. To make this for a Kwanzaa Karamu feast or just for a delicious dinner. Kiva's recipes are all at dinnerdeas.com. Scan the QR code with your phone to head there right now, where you can also watch any of our shows over again. Whatever you're hungry for, chances are, my friends, we have a recipe for it. And if there's something we're missing that you want us to make, let us know. Please email us at dinnerdeas@fox.com. All right, so next up on the menu is a dish that is so good that Kiva even impressed her own mother when she was trying it out. And here's the proof.
These had to say, Mom.
They are amazing. They taste, better than mine.
What?
The student has outdone the teacher. Oh, goodness.
The student has outdone the teacher. I mean, come on now. She said they were better than hers. So I gotta know, you all wanna know, what's the secret to your collard greens?
Well, there's a couple things. First, when you're cooking, you gotta cook with love. And
Step one is right there. That is the foundation.
And I'm a type of person that if I love you, I care for you, I'm gonna cook a nice meal for you.
Yep.
So my mom is a vegan.
Okay.
And so when I first learned to cook, I learned to make vegan recipes. So I'm excited to share with you my vegan collard green recipes.
I can't wait.
Come over here. And okay, so I'm part of the New Age group. I use the Instant Pot.
Come on now, you gotta cut. It cuts down on time. You gotta do what you gotta do, because with 3 kids,
right,
you gotta find that balance to enjoy time with them versus just time being able to be around the entire part of the cooking process. So that's a lot of collard greens right there.
Yes, so
that's a whole lot of collard greens. That's a big.
Listen, my hat's off to my moms, my aunties, my grandmas who would traditionally take these collard greens and pick them hand by hand, a big bunch. I don't have time for that. So hey, I'm showing you an Instant Pot way.
Okay.
30 minutes, and then we're gonna get it done.
Perfect.
So okay, I need my collard greens.
Yes, you do.
So I use the New Age way.
What is the New Age way? Because the New Age way for me is are they literally kind of growing in a new way? I mean, what's happening here? Is it hydroponic? I mean, what?
I know. So you can walk into your local grocery store and get bagged greens that are already triple washed and picked for you.
Very cool.
So that's what I do. So
very cool.
I'm gonna start off with my tomatoes. So stewed tomatoes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into the Instant Pot. That nice sizzle.
Absolutely. So you already had this kind of preheating, so that way then it could already start having a little bit of heat going in here.
Got our chopped onions.
Right on.
And I told you they were spicy, right?
Yeah, you did say that they're gonna have a little kick here.
So what I do is I chop up some jalapenos.
Okay.
And based on your spice, tolerance.
Okay.
I used half a jalapeno.
Half of one.
Sometimes people say that's too much, so you can use a quarter, a half. It's up to you.
Okay.
And then also you can determine if you want to leave the seeds in or not.
Sure. So
but I do because I like.
You like to have it. I'm going with your flow on this one here.
Yeah.
But you folks, if you don't want to, again, you can monitor everything there. It's the seeds that are always going to bring in that heat. So you can play with that a little bit. Okay. So what just went in next?
I just added some minced garlic.
Okay.
Of course, you can use fresh. Okay. Mince works as well. And I can't forget my cumin, my onion powder, my garlic powder, my salt and pepper.
Perfect.
Nice little mix there. And we need apple cider vinegar and vegetable broth.
Okay.
Got to have that acidic taste to it, Helps cut down on the grains. And then my secret.
Okay, so we got another secret here?
Secret ingredient. I told you that.
We're all just full of secrets. All right, so folks, again, secret safe with us, right? Like it is. So what's the secret?
It's the vegetable bouillon. It has a nice kick to it, a nice flavor.
It's that bouillon.
Yeah.
It's all about that bouillon.
And then now I need the collard greens.
Collard greens coming.
Can you grab them for me?
I think I can totally get these for you here. All right.
So here you have it.
I got, I did so much to bring it to you here. It's fantastic.
My mom still makes it the traditional way.
Very cool.
You got to get the
There
fresh
is a
colors.
process, and there is a joy in sometimes just being lost in that process.
Exactly.
And that's something that is special. So
yeah,
we don't want to take away from that because it is a very special meaning.
Right. So we have our triple wash collards in the bag, and they can go directly into the Instant Pot.
Very cool.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so we got the whole bag.
Yes, because with any green they chop down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what are we thinking that this is going to feed then for?
This is a family of 5, pretty good.
Okay.
So
I like that.
So I'm gonna put most of the bag.
So it's going to be a family of 5 plus one, right? Because I'm coming over, right?
Yes,
So
yes, you're definitely invited.
You're going for 6 then. All right, cool. Because when we come back, our Kwanzaa Karamu feast all comes together as we show you the finishing touches to our Cornish hen, these collard greens, and those black-eyed peas ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, ideas for what to make for your main meal. And today we're cooking up something very special with Kiva Williams, the fun foodie mama. She's been sharing her family favorites for Kwanzaa, which starts December 26th and builds to a feast called Karamu on January 1st. We've been making an herb roasted Cornish hen, southern black-eyed peas, and a recipe so good her own mother was blown away by it, spicy vegan collard greens. Now, they blew your mom away.
Yes.
And she was and still is a practicing vegan too.
Yes.
How could you be able to make this dish, a little more vegan friendly for mama to enjoy all of the ingredients?
So to make it vegan friendly, just remove the meat. And my vegan collards actually won an award at the Tampa Bay Collard Green Festival.
Come on now, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Very cool. But what's also very cool is that hen being in the oven.
Yes.
You think it's time to take it out?
I think so.
Let's do it.
Okay.
See, I've been dying to see how this one comes out. Like I've been thinking about this one here because again, I don't eat hen as often as you think.
We do it for special occasions.
Yeah. My in-laws do it for special occasions. Like that's exactly it too.
So here it is.
Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I love the browning on it. Just gonna take it out and plate this for you.
Oh, it looks incredible. Look at all of that.
So you got the onions and peppers that roasted nicely with it. And it just kind of falls off the bone, which is a good sign, right?
Oh, it's very nice.
I'm gonna plate it here. I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna give you half.
Oh, come on now. Sharing is caring. I mean, this is part of that.
Yes, and then we're gonna plate it with our black-eyed peas.
Very cool.
Thank you. It smells. Can you smell that?
I can smell it.
Smells good. Looks good.
Oh, I want it so bad. I just want to just jump in. Look at that right there. Come on now. Kiva's Kwanzaa recipes are all available at dinnerdeas.com. Download them. Print them, save them, get all of this on your dinner table, not just January 1st, but any night that you like. Just scan the QR code to get right over there. All right, so that's 1, 2 down.
Next, let's go to the collard greens. I just want to add, you can add rice to this.
Okay.
But it's fine to eat it without. And we're gonna add our spicy vegan collards and make the dish
Oh, that smells good too. Look at that.
Check it out. It's a nice size, right?
What would be the non-vegan part of this?
So if you add smoked meat to it, so that can, add more flavor. So add the meat to make it non-vegan, or don't add the meat to make it vegan.
Cool. When we come back after the break, we're having our very own Karamu feast just a couple of weeks early ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. My guest today is Kiva Williams, better known as the fun foodie mama, and she's been sharing her recipes for Kwanzaa, which starts the day after Christmas and runs through New Year's, all culminating in a very special meal known as Karamu. Apart from this amazing food, what else goes into celebrating Kwanzaa?
So there's 7 days,
Okay.
and there's 7 principles. So the first principle is unity. The second one is self-determination. There's faith, purpose. I mean, it's a whole bunch of things that brings families together. Like food.
Like food. And look at all that food.
Yes.
Wow. I had a bite of the black-eyed peas and whoa.
What do you think?
Knocking my socks right off.
Are you tasting that cumin and that pepper?
Oh, I got that.
Right.
Oh, I got that.
And what about the smoked turkey neck? Do you taste that too?
It is the smokiness that's right there in the back of my throat right now,
Yeah, yeah.
which I dig.
Okay, so you're trying the Cornish hen. I'll follow your lead.
And walk me through what I should be tasting here.
So here you should taste a little bit of the lemon pepper, the citrus glaze. And I can't wait for you to try the vegan spicy corn.
Okay, then I'm like literally gonna go right to it then.
Okay.
We're
I want to
gonna
know
go.
if my spice level was like. Tell me where you're at with the spice.
Well, let's see, because these are your mama approved ones too. So
what are we thinking?
I can see why your mom approved them.
Okay.
I can totally see why she approved them. I like the heat. You said you were going to bring the heat.
Yes.
The heat has been brought into it there.
I did it.
In all senses of the word, the heat has been brought, okay?
Right.
Because it's absolutely fantastic. And it's a beautiful, beautiful showing of so much of your family coming through in this dish too, right?
Yes.
This was something that was inspired by your mom. This is something that is now passed down to the next generation for your kids to be able to enjoy. And so that is a beautiful thing that food allows everyone of any race, of any culture, of any community to just have a level of exposure and education too. And that is the cool thing. And we can all celebrate together. Yes. And that is what's awesome. Thanks again to the fun foodie mama herself, Kiva Williams. A link to her post about all things food, all things family, and all things fun across Tampa Bay is on our website, dinnerdeas.com, along with the recipes for everything we've been making today. Just scan the QR code on your phone to take you to the site. And folks, whatever holiday you're celebrating this season, make it a happy and a safe one. I'm Jeff Philbin. See you next time with more Dinner Dias.